You won't believe what just under 400,000 will buy you in Orem, Utah. I'm going to show you this beautiful townhome. But before I do that, I need to show you the Orem city itself. I actually grew up in this town. I love living here. It's a wonderful place to live. So I'm going to show you around Provo or Orem and everything that it has to offer. I'm Scott Walters, Best USA Realty, and Living in Provo, Utah is my YouTube channel. On this channel, we talk about everything, what it's like to live and eat, sleep, and play in the Provo, Utah area. Of course, Orem is just a sister city to Provo. So with that, let's go check out some of the awesome features that Orem has to offer. So I thought I'd start out with kind of just describing Orem to you. Orem sits about right in the middle of Utah County, and then you have one interstate that runs through Utah County. That's called Interstate 15, and it runs all the way, it runs lengthwise, north to south, comes from out of Salt Lake County and then all the way down through Utah County on the east side of Utah Lake, all the way down out to the end of Utah County into Juab County. And so Orem lies on the east side, or at least most of Orem is on the east side of I-15. There's a little bit of Orem on the west side, but mostly there's a newer, well, the community's been there forever, but it's really growing now, and that's called Vineyard. It's all right there together with Orem. So you have four main exits coming into Orem. You've got the first exit. If you're coming from the north from Salt Lake, you're going to come to the 1600 North Orem exit. And that is, as you get off right there, there's the Home Depot on the left-hand side, a whole bunch of different car dealerships. And you really not going to get into much as by way of commercial until you get closer to State Street. State Street runs north and south, kind of on a diagonal through Orem, and it's always been the main commercial district of Orem. But now along all these other exits off I-15, they've almost all become kind of heavily commercialized, and 1600 North becomes that way a little bit as you get closer to State Street. So the next exit is the 800 North exit. If you get off on 800 North, that'll actually take you all the way up to the mouth of Provo Canyon, where you can either turn left and go up Provo Canyon and head towards Heber, or you can hang a right and head on down towards, it'll take you right into Provo. And that exit, yeah, definitely as you get closer to State Street as well, becomes heavily, that's where a lot more commercial is. You got a Macy's grocery store, a bunch of other things there. But also along that corridor, just off the freeway, they now have some new grocery stores and shopping centers and office buildings and restaurants in that area. You also have a hospital right there, the Timpanogos Hospital, and then you also pass Orem Junior High on that main road. So that's kind of your second exit that you get to. The other kind of the main exit after that is Center Street exit, and you've got more office buildings and apartment complexes just off the freeway. And then as you continue up the hill, because most of Orem, you come down off of a hill down to I-15. So most of these exits, you're going up a hill. Once you get kind of the top of that hill, then you'll start running into more commercialized areas of Center Street. You'll have a lot of businesses on either side of the road. You'll actually pass Mountain View High School on Center Street. And as you get to State Street, of course, that's a lot of commercialized area. That's also where Orem City Center is. All the city buildings for Orem right now looks like they're building new buildings, adding on to that. But there's a lot of nice parks right there that you can enjoy. I, of course, have great memories there as a kid playing football games on those grass fields in the city rec leagues. So, and they've got pavilions that families can or whoever can enjoy for picnics. So that's just kind of the heart of Orem. And then, of course, if you once you get to State Street too, you could either turn right or left. A lot of commercial on that, all up and down that whole corridor. Now, the final exit getting into Orem would be the University Parkway exit. This is the exit where you get off to attend Utah Valley University. It's just right there on the west side of I-15. And then as you all along the University Parkway exit is just pretty heavily commercialized. A lot of businesses, car dealerships, you got Hobby Lobby, a lot of different restaurants, Applebee's, Chili's, Outback Steakhouse, a lot of that kind of stuff. As you get to State Street, that's where you'll see the University Place Mall. That's been there since the 70s, since I was a little kid. I have a lot of great memories of hanging out in that mall. It's been through quite a few revitalizations over the years, and it's continuing to do that now as they're starting for the last decade or so. They've been building apartment complexes all around there, lots more restaurants, movie theaters. It's really built up. It's really gotten quite big. So as you continue on the University Parkway, it'll drop you down the hill into Provo. and basically right straight to BYU. So that's kind of the main exit you're going to go to get to Brigham Young University. Again, at that main intersection of University Parkway and State Street, if you hang right there, that'll also take you down into the Provo area. So that just kind of gives you an idea of kind of the layout of Orem. Orem has two high schools. It has, well, actually has three. It has Timpanogos High School. That's the newest high school. And then they also have Orem High School. I mean, it's been rebuilt, but that's the oldest high school in Orem. And then you have Mountain View High School. Um, there are some charter schools as well in Orem. I'm kind of blanking on the names of them right now. I think one is called Carl G. Mazer, but don't quote me on that. And then a couple of junior highs. You've got Orem Junior High. That's the one that's off 800 North. And you've got Canyon View Junior High, which is the junior high that I attended as a kid. And then Lake Ridge Junior High, which is kind of down by UVU. So that just gives you an idea of the layout of Orem. It's great community. Oh, one of the things I love about Orem, they have great parks. They have the Sarah Park. That's just off of State Street. That's between Center Street and the University Parkway. They have an amphitheater there in the summertime. They have outdoor theater musicals and things that go on there, concerts. So that's just a fun gathering place. There's also a community center there for a pool. So you've got a pool there people can enjoy in the summertime. Then just lots of um, pavilions and picnic benches and things for people to just enjoy throughout the year. So that's a nice, fun thing. They've got also another nice park down off the freeway, kind of down by the UVU exit, just south of there, just south of the Walmart. That's always a fun place for the kids to hang out. I'll put a comment in here what that's the name of that park. I'm blanking on the name of that park. But yeah, a lot of great. Again, the main park around the city center. That's another great amenity to the city. So Orem just has a lot of convenience because one, it's pretty close to Salt Lake County. So if you want to work up there, you're really not that far of a drive to Salt Lake County. Of course, if you work up in Lehigh and the kind of the tech sector of Lehigh, you're probably 15 minutes away, maybe on a big commute day when there's a lot of traffic, maybe it's 20-25 minutes, but really you're probably gonna be about 15 minutes to Lehigh from Orem. And of course, you're maybe 10 minutes down into the heart of Provo and to Brigham Young University. So just really a great location. Of course, you're really close to Utah Lake. So if you enjoy doing recreation and things of that type of thing, you're really close to that. Orem now has a brand new temple for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. So for those that are members of the church, that's an amenity. That's really close there. That actually just opened up in the last month. So just a lot of great things. Plenty of shopping. That's one thing that Orem has over a lot of other communities. Plenty of shopping. Definitely good transportation. The Utah Valley Transit Authority has buses running through there all the time. Of course, you can catch on to the Trax train and the commuter trains and the front runner, you can catch on to that as well. So I mean, just good amenities there in Orem. One of the reasons why people love to live there is just the great amenities and close to everything, close to recreation. Again, you're just minutes up the canyon to Provo Canyon and get up there and you go to Deer Creek Reservoir. A lot of good boating and fishing there. Just a few minutes up to the Alpine Loop and to Sundance. Sundance is from Orem. You're probably 15-20 minutes to get up to the Sundance Resort. So that's super close. Some great recreation there. You've got the Kiev Peak drive that you can get up there up on the Provo Bench. There's a lot of camping and great scenery and hikes there. They're really close. American Fork Canyon's 15-20 minutes away too. So just a lot of great things in Orem that you can enjoy, and just wanted to show that off to you. I love this town. Now let's go check out this beautiful townhome and what just under 400,000 will buy you in Orem right now. If you've enjoyed this tour of Orem and this beautiful townhome, you might also enjoy my video on the tour of Provo. You can watch that by clicking here. Or if you'd like to know more about the pros and cons of living in Provo, you can watch that video by clicking here. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, tap on the notification bell to stay up to date every time we drop another video about living in Provo.